Right.
Om Shanti. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You're audible.
Okay. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Global Learning Club. Today's topic is feeling great no matter what. I'm BKCA Prabhavati Saroj, and it is my honor to introduce our esteemed guest speaker, BK Dr. Manoj Matnani. Dr. Manoj Matnani is an accomplished consultant pediatric nephrologist specializing in kidney disorders in children. He completed his MD Pediatric from KEM Hospital, Pune, followed by an IPNA fellowship at St. John Medical College, Bangalore. He pursued a 3-year advanced clinical fellowship in pediatric nephrology at Great Ormond Street Hospital, London, and Royal Manchester Children's Hospital, UK. He is attached to Jahangir Hospital, Jupiter Hospital, Pune, and manages pediatric nephrology clinic in Pimpri and Pune. He also serves as honorary professor at Dr. D.Y. Patil Medical College and Kashibai Nawale Medical College, Pune. Dr. Matnani is a life member of ISPN, IPNA, and ISN, has delivered 160 plus academic talks, contributed to 6 medical textbooks, and published widely in national and international journals. He is the recipient of Dr. V. Balagopal Raju Gold Medal Pedicon 2003 and the prestigious National Award Dynamic India of the Millennium 2019. Spiritually, he has been a dedicated student of Prajapita Brahma Kumari's Ishwariya Vishwavidyalaya since 2008 and an active life member of Medical Wing since 2010. He serves as a Vihasa, that is VIHASA, Value in Health, a spiritual approach, coordinator, trainer, and facilitator, and has conducted extensive programs in India and abroad, including Brazil, Canada, UK, Malaysia, Singapore, and China. He has also contributed to the national campaign, My India, Healthy India, conducted kidney health camps at J. Vatumal Global Hospital, Mount Abu, and completed multiple postgraduate diplomas, including PG DVES, PGM DPN, PG DVIH, and PG DCH, enriching his work in spirituality, neurobic healing, and counseling. We are truly blessed to have him with us today. Please join me in welcoming BK Dr. Manoj Matnani. Welcome, Bhaiji. Om Shanti.
Okay, shall I begin?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Right, so we are a very small group, and thank you to the Global Learning Academy, whatever you're calling that as, so for inviting me. So that's what we were. Prabhavati Ben just called me. Oh, shall we start? I said yes. I'm waiting for you all to begin. And then she was saying, oh, there are just few participants. So I said that doesn't matter. Let's respect time, and let's feel great no matter what. So let's try to be in the practical experience of that. Like what happens? This is very typically seen when we go for talks, when we go for lectures. We wait for more and more people to come. And what happens in the meantime? The people who are there in front of us, we really don't value their presence. That's important because they have taken out time and come. So it's an unending wait. We want to see 100 participants, which will never happen. But let's try to go in the practical mode of just feeling great no matter whatever is happening in our life. So let's begin. So since it's a small group, it would be nice if you all can interact. I know it's being live streamed on the YouTube as well. So sorry, YouTube, we can't access the sharings and you all can't chat. But people who are here, if you want to keep your video cameras on or off, that's up to you. Otherwise, it's just black boxes whom I'm interacting with in front. But you all can also write in the chat box some things which I'll be asking you as we go further. And just remind me, I think we're supposed to go on till 10:30. We're starting now at 9:15 roughly. So I don't want to really give you a lot of details, a lot of theoretical details. It will be more of interaction. And then we'll go in the meditation mode in the end. So is that okay? And do you have a Q&A as well, I think, right? You would be having some question answers. So I'll try to finish by 10 or something, then 10-15 minutes meditation, and then the last 10 or 15 minutes we can have some Q&A. So I like to use this word great, G-R-E-A-T, and I have this habit of taking a word and trying to elaborate on that word. So great, the word starts with G, right? And I would like to say G stands for gratitude, a feeling of gratefulness. So how many of we here really are grateful in life, whatever is happening with us? And I must say, to be very specific, grateful to God, the Supreme Being. So how many of you are there? Just write down in the chat box, or you can just raise your virtual hands. Zoom can give you all that facilities nowadays. So I'll just keep the chat box as well. Yeah. So Prabhavati Bain is saying, yes, we are grateful. And I think this is a very beautiful attitude. Therefore, it is said, thank you all of you, Rashmi and others. Thank you. It is, excuse me. It is said that it's important to inculcate or develop an attitude of gratitude, because it's seen that gratitude, every word has an energy. So the moment if I tell you now that I want to control Rashmi, what word does that, what energy does that word give you? It's not a very nice energy, a conducive energy. Rashmi will say, oh, ye pata nahi kya karna chahega. Control means kya? So I'll say, I want to take care of Sipuranchand. And when I say care, what energy you can feel from that word? It's a beautiful energy, taking care rather than control. So same thing, every word has a meaning and every word has an energy to it. So when we say gratitude, the moment we say gratitude, you see, you become so elevated, you feel so positive about that word. So things happen in life which are not supposed to happen. I feel that my day should start dot on time. For example, I was waiting patiently, say because I have the habit of joining before time, so 8:50, because usually when we join lectures or Zoom talks, we try to do some audio-visual checks. And we also host many other Zoom shows, so we try to do 10 minutes before. But here I was wondering, oh my God, it's already 9. But I was saying, let me feel great. I'm doing a talk on feeling great. Why should I go myself low? And then I created an attitude of gratitude by just creating one single thought, that thanks God that at least they have joined at 9, right? And then second, someone would say, oh, it's such a poor audience. No, it's fine. Let us just respect the audience which is in front of us. So always, for any small thing to a very big thing which happens in life, let's try to create this attitude of gratitude. There are many things happening outside which you're hearing in the news. Indigo flights currently happening, war happening somewhere, financial crisis happening, so many things happening. And we are going through a time cycle. All of you know, time cycle goes on. Now it's winter, soon it will be spring, summer, autumn. So the time cycle moves through these 4 seasons. Now it's broad daylight. I hope no one is joining from abroad. I can see a few names who I know very well. Maybe they are from a different country. So wherever we are, there is day following night. So similarly, we need to realize that in the entire lifespan, not this lifespan what we are living, as a human being, whatever lifespan we are, there is an age of darkness and there is an age of light. So do you feel that we are passing through that age of darkness? Or you can start writing in the chat box. The people who have already shared can please share. Do you feel we are in the age of darkness? And in Hindi, yes. I know where people have written BK word in front. I know these people would know very well. So don't get really uh, taken aback by these people who are regularly practicing Brahma Kumari's meditation, including me. But what I would want to share here is that you have to understand that on a bigger scale, time is cyclic. So we are passing through an age. And what is this age called? Hindi mein kya kehte hain usko? Any idea? Write it down so that I come to know that some of you are really knowing that word. Okay, no answers so far. I'll just give you 10-15 seconds more and see how much you can see. So this age is called in Hindi Kali Yuga. Here you are. So Kali Yuga means the age, the iron age, it's called in English, or the dark age, the age of ignorance, the age of absolute no knowledge about the self, right? So, and in Hindi, Kalha Kalesh Kayu. Kalha Kalesh means lot of pain, lot of sorrow and suffering. So if I tell you, you have a lot of pain, you had an accident, feel great, can you feel? Not really. You'll say it's impossible. But when we say impossible, the word itself says, I am possible. So we see so many sages, so many saints. At Brahma Kumaris also, we have our very senior brothers and sisters. We see they are regular meditation practitioners. They maintain their stability, their calmness, their serenity inside to such a level that they are not shaken by anything. And anything, I means really anything. Come what may, maybe it is a big illness, maybe it's a financial crisis, or it's the doomsday appearing, whatever it is, they are so stable. So why I'm telling you this? Because they know the time is moving in a cyclic pattern, in a cyclical way, because following this, the dark age, there is an age of light, what we call Satyug, it's coming, it's about to come. And many people say, oh, at these Brahma Kumaris, they just speak about imagination, or they just speak hawa mein baat karte hain. Who has seen that? No, my dear friends, even I used to feel that. When I joined it many years ago, 16, 17 years ago, I used to feel, kisne dekha hai Satyug? But kisne dekha hai nahi. If you want to be a part of that age, you might as well do something so that you can come in that age. Because time moves. Time is not linear. Again, I'm saying time is cyclic. There is an age coming soon where there will be a lot of ignorance will go away, and there'll be a lot of, in one way, happiness and peace all around. And everybody in that age will be eternally happy. So do you want to be a part of that? At the moment, you may feel, what is this person speaking? But that age is coming. So coming back to a point of G, that come what may, whatever happens in life, can I create an attitude of gratitude? And even if I don't want to create, let me start developing this habit. Because the moment, say, for example, I have had an accident, I'll not keep laughing and say, wow, that's great, what has happened to me? No. At that point of time, when I'm in pain and suffering, someone comes and say, Gita ka gyan, jo hota hai, acha hota hai. So at that moment of time, I won't be able to absorb that knowledge which you're giving me of that scripture, Gita. No. But what do I need at that point of time? I need some solace. I need something from you which will help me to alleviate my pain. So if you come and give me a painkiller, you'll say, bhai, ye painkiller le lo, sab kuch theek ho jayega, all is good, all will be well. Then I'll be able to accept. So it's important to realize that what the person needs at that point of time in life, if I can give that to that person and then also tell them a little bit of knowledge, then it will be accepted. But directly just telling me will not help. And the moment my pain goes down, I have broken my leg, my bone, it's a fracture. I'm doing all necessary things, x-ray is going on, I'm taking medicine. So finally my pain is getting sorted out. And then let my in my mind create this beautiful thought, all is good. And can I create that? Yes, I can. It is just one thought away. All will be well is further. But let me not go in future. Let me just create this. All is good. I'm okay. And एक हड्डी टूटी है, दोनों नहीं टूटी है. I'm still able to walk with one. And this is what is called in one way. In Hindi we call it सूली से काटा होना, which means, for example, someone would say, अच्छा हुआ accident नहीं हुआ बड़ा, whereby I would have had a head injury. Whatever is happening, it's good. It's good. I have been able to save my life. I have not lost my life. So something big could have happened. And this is what is converting whatever big things in life to something very small and insignificant. Because what we have developed in this age of Kali Yuga is the attitude of making everything big. And we have this proverb, to make a mountain out of a molehill, right? You know that proverb. But here at Brahma Kumaris in Rajyoga, we are taught, it's a beautiful word, I should say that in Hindi, that people say in Hindi, Rai ka pahad banana, right? I told you, to make a mountain out of a molehill. But here we are taught that Brahma Kumari is the supreme being. You can see this backdrop of me where I'm sitting. That's the light, the supreme being. So supreme being teaches us. Is my volume really low? I think my system is fine. Hope it's okay now. Let me just check. I think from my side, it's all full. Vijay bhai, you just check it yourself. Yeah. So in Hindi, we say at Brahma Kumaris, the Supreme Being teaches us that Rai ka pahad mat banao, right? But pahad ka rai banao, which means rai, you know, is a mustard seed. You feel it on your uh, palm, you can feel it. It is a little bit hard or a little bit tough to touch. But then God says, rai se bhi rui bana do, which means convert that mustard seed into a cotton ball or cotton wool, and that will, you can imagine when you touch cotton wool, it's so soft. First of all, you can't touch it. The moment you touch it, you can blow it off. It's like, make everything in your life so light that you can really lead a life with a lot of stability. So we'll explore, we'll go further in the details. I started with G, that is gratitude. That is one way to help you develop. So I'll be giving you a few tips and techniques of how to really feel great whenever things are not the way they are supposed to, whenever things are not the way I want them to be, and whenever I'm feeling low or I'm not feeling nice. How can I still feel great? It reminds me here about Dadi Janki. She was one of our administrative heads. She served till the age of 104 years, you can imagine. In this age of Kali Yuga, living 104 years is really a big boon and blessing. And mind well, she was a soul who was not like with perfect body. No, she had all sorts of illnesses in her body. But still, she used to say, uh, in Hindi, she used to say, I remember this very clearly, चाहे मेरा खीसा खाली पर मैं सारे जग की वाली, which means even if I don't have a penny in my pocket, but still I am the master of the entire world. She had this big intoxication with her, and that's because she knew that she's a child of God. And all of us, if we can really be in this consciousness, and I'm going to the word R now, in the great, the next is R. I'll go to that soon. But if you have this consciousness that I am the child of God, and when I say I, now here comes the important thing, who am I? Right? Many people say, so if I ask you, there are a small group of CAs, that is chartered accountants. So we call you all finance professionals, right? You are all dealing with the commerce and all sorts of finances in the world, and you all try to sort of manipulate expenses of maybe doctors, all professionals for that matter. So if I can ask you, who are you? So what is the answer coming? So can I have some answers in the chat? And I would request people who are not doing regular Rajyoga meditation to answer. I want the people who are new to the Rajyoga course or who are completely new to this platform. It's a global learning academy. So I want you all to type in, if I ask you, who are you? Or who am I? What will the answer be? Anyone in the chat box? Okay, you are still a little bit inhibited, looks like. Okay, so I'll give you this example now in a different way and I'll wait for some answers to come. Now you saw Prabhavati Behan, she really very elaborately read out my biodata, my CV for you all. And she told about my achievements, this, so on and so forth. But is that my true identity, that I am a pediatric nephrologist? So if someone tells me, who are you? I'll say my name, I'm Manoj, and then I am a pediatric nephrologist. But they'll say, no, I didn't ask you your profession. I'm asking you, who are you? So I'll say, I am Manoj. So Prabhavati Behan is saying, child of Almighty. That's also right, which I also said in a different way. I'm the child of the Supreme Being. So she's written Almighty. That's perfectly fine. So if I say I am Manoj, that is also actually a false identity. It's not my true identity. So here we go on to the next alphabet in the great word which I mentioned. It's R. What is my role? Finally, Prabhavati Ben is saying soul. Yeah, I wanted this answer to come from others, but anyway, no worries. The answer has come at least. In the entire day, how much am I situated in this consciousness that I am a soul? Because we always identify ourselves with the role which I play. So when I say I am Manoj, I am so and so, I am the father of someone, I am the husband of someone, I am the brother of someone. I'm just identifying myself with those roles and relationships. With R, there are four things which come. These are the four R's which we need to really explore today. My roles, my responsibilities, my relationships, and my resources. It's important to understand. Come what may, I have to really, if I want to feel great, I have to work on this aspect of mine. And then feeling great becomes quite easy. So first, what is my role? I am a dash, dash, dash. We have so many roles in the society. But can we move from role consciousness to soul consciousness? So I'll come back to the example again. Sister Prabhavati was introducing me. You all were listening to my bio. At this very point in time, it's 9:33 in the morning. Say if I get a heart attack, for example. Well, on the Zoom, you can't do anything. But here in the room where I am, I'll just fall on and you won't be able to see me then like that. And if someone is around within 3 minutes, if he helps me to come back, which is called CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, if that person is able to revive me back to life, I'm fine. But if he's not able to revive me back to life, what am I labeled as? I'll be declared dead, right? And then I won't be lying like that, sitting, I'll be flat. And then what do people say? Your vocabulary does change, doesn't it? So then at that point of time, will you say, take Manoj away or take Dr. Manoj away? No, what will you say? You'll say, take the body away, right? Some person will say dead body, that also is fine. Take the body away, right? So that's what at hospitals, we also, when we declare death, then we say, take the body away. We don't use the name of the person anymore, of the patient. So why? Because what has happened in these few minutes, it's the soul, the energy has left the body. And my serious question to all of you here is, do you want to wait till the end of your life to realize that you are a soul? Obviously, no. It's not such a bad shape we are in. So when should we really start practicing this soul consciousness? Any idea? I always tell, the moment you're able to take care of everything with you. So a small kid, when he starts learning, starts going to school, he's able to understand things. That time, He's being given a lot of knowledge at school at well. And if at that point of time, at that tender age of 4 to 5 years, if I'm able to instill in that young child this beautiful consciousness, this that you are a soul, you're not a body. It is my, we say my body, don't we? Do we say I the body? No. We say my body. So when I say my body, who is this saying my body? There is some entity inside, there is some energy inside, and that energy is the soul energy. And medically, it is proven at Rajyoga, what we teach at Brahma Kumaris is that you have to situate yourself in that consciousness of being the soul. And you can situate yourself once you know the location. So, where is the location of the soul? Medically, it is proven. I can see a few photographs here. Since you all are not being online with the video camera, but where when you go to a temple or when you're at home, the ladies, where do you all put the bindi? You all put it here, right? Why not somewhere else on the body? Because that's the center point of the body. And do you all want to answer why here? I told you the center point. And medically, it is proven that if I draw a line, surface marking, what we call, if I draw a line in the center from here, horizontally behind, and from the top of the head, vertically down at the intersection inside here, around a few centimeters behind, there is a gland which is present. And that's called the master gland of the body. It's medically proven. And the master gland of the body is hypothalamus and pituitary. I mean, let us not go in the technical medical language details, but that's the gland which controls the entire functioning of the body. And it is an intense network of many other glands at different parts of the body, but it is called the master gland. And why is it called the master gland? Because here lies the conscient energy, the soul energy, which is through this master gland taking care of the body. And the moment I leave the body, what happens? The moment the energy, the being leaves the body, the gland is still there. The soul has left the body. So though the gland is present inside the body, it is not functioning unless you have the soul energy within that. And it's a beautiful word when we say SOUL. It's source of unique light, right? And this light is nothing about something to be seen with the eyes. It's something to be felt from within. It's a light energy. And therefore, when you sit in meditation, when you try to focus yourself on this beautiful consciousness that you are the soul, you are the energy, then you start feeling very light. And basically, today's talk is all about feeling great no matter what. So when I say feeling great, actually feeling great means feeling very light and feeling very calm inside. And light, this is the word we use at Brahma Kumaris, it's called double light. So double light means I am a being of light, light energy, and I'm feeling light. Halkapan, in Hindi we say halkapan. See, because what happens whenever things happen with us from outside, they shake us and go, right? They come and make ourselves unstable. My mind goes in a very turmoil mode. And that time, what happens? You become heavy or you become light. You become stressed, right? All of us say that, oh, I've become stressed, I've become heavy. So, feeling great no matter what is nothing but feeling light no matter whatever is happening. And that is a practice which I have to start learning. And forget you all who are new to this, I'll ask Prabhavati Bhenya because she was the one who introduced me. She's regularly practicing Rajyoga meditation as well. So in the entire day, Prabhavati Bhen can answer, or even others can answer, the ones who are regularly practicing meditation, that in the entire day, you tell me honestly, how much time are you really able to situate yourself in that soul consciousness mode? Not a lot of time, because people come, things happen, they take us for a ride. Someone said something, I get upset. And then I say, he upset me. No, I upset myself. And upset is a beautiful word, upset, which means I have left the seat. I was set here properly, but then something happened, and then I have left my seat. And this seat is called the seat of soul consciousness. So let me, from this today's talk, introduce this concept to you that come what may, I have to really go inside, go back. Go inside means go within and situate myself in that consciousness. And it's easier said than done. I know, my dear brothers and sisters who are here, the audience, I can give you a lot of lecture, but it myself, I can feel guilty when I get upset with someone. And then I feel, oh Manoj, another time you did like that. Another time you lost your temper. Like I have a patient in front of me. I deal with kidney problems in children. So my patients are all kids, but obviously kids don't take the medicine on their own. It is the parents who will be giving them the medicine. And then they come to me, and then the mother says, oh, I missed this tablet. I said, come on, how can you miss it? You're responsible for the child. They said, I'm so sorry. And then I can't help it anytime. So sometimes I even lose my temper and I tell them, it's very important that you give them medicine on time in a little bit of upset mode. And then I feel guilty when they leave the consulting room that, oh, I should have been a little bit more gentle and pleasant with them. So, my main thing to tell you here is that there are many things which happen in life which make you feel very heavy, stressed. And what we have to do is try to learn this art of going within. It's an art, it's not so easy. But the more and more we do, therefore, we say practice makes man perfect. So, if I for that, at least I need to be introduced to the concept of soul consciousness, which I've already done today with you all. And I don't want to give you a lot of theory. We will be going into the practical mode at around, say, 10 onwards. By around next 10-15 minutes, then we'll be practicing that, because practice is important. From today's talk, whatever I'll be telling you, you may be taking down some notes. You can hear many lectures from different people, there are many motivation speakers all over the world. You can hear many things theory wise, but more important, I want you all to take an experience from here today. And I think this is an experience which will really help you to develop that soul consciousness. So we started with roles, responsibilities, the second R. So what am I responsible for? And it's a beautiful word, responsibility. So I would like to say, what is my prime responsibility in life? It is my ability to respond, not ability to react. That's what we do, right? We always in life react to situations, right? We give a knee-jerk reaction. We are up and about all the time. हिंदी में कहते हैं सोच समझ के करना. But what do I do? मैं कर लेता हूँ पहले. I do the things and then गाड़ी रिवर्स में चल रही है. सोच समझ के करने के बजाय मैं कर लेता हूँ पहले धड़ल्ले में, out of knee-jerk reaction. And then the second aspect comes into being. समझ में आता है. Then I realize, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have spoken that. And then we go on to the third, that is सोचना. And then दिन भर सोच चलता है. क्या सोच चलता है? I should not have done this. Why did I do that? So we go in this reverse mode. सोच समझ के करने के बजाय भी कर लेते हैं. Then समझ में आता है that मैंने something wrong किया, and then I go in the stressed mode of thinking constantly. सोचना means, can I request people to keep yourself? I think someone is. Yeah, so that typically happens nowadays on Zoom. Hackers keep coming in with all sorts of weird stuff. So just get used to. See again, are you feeling great no matter what? Or excuse me, or some other thoughts came in your mind. Oh, why is this happening with this? So just send. And as I said, this is a practical experience which we are getting here. It should be practical, right? Because we should not be just discussing theory. So where were we? Responsibility. That is the second R. Coming to the third R, which I told you is after roles, it's responsibility. Third is relationships. Very important. We have to really maintain relationships, feeling whatever comes in life. कभी खट्टी चीजें, कभी मीठी चीजें. Someone will press your buttons. We say that the remote control is with someone else always, right? Because our response usually is triggered by people around. So, most important relationship, I must say, is with the self. So, if I have not really realized who am I, if I'm not able to develop this beautiful relationship with the self, how will I be able to develop relationship with someone else? And for this, the most important example I would like to quote here is when you travel by flights, the important announcement which the air hostess, the crew does there is that in case of low oxygen in the pressure, in case of any emergency, oxygen mask will fall from the roof. And then please put the oxygen mask first to yourself and then to your loved near ones and dear ones. Do you agree with that? You have to agree. There's no other choice because people will say, oh, my kid is having low oxygen pressure. Everyone is having in the cabin. But let me apply it to my kid because I want to take care of my kid. But you yourself are in hypoxemic stage where your oxygen pressure is low. So you can't help anyone unless you help yourself first. So that's important to realize that in life we say that I am working for my so and so, I'm working for money, I'm wanting to take care of my near and dear ones. But in all this, whatever we are doing, we forget to take care of the most important person in the life. Who is the most important person in your life? If I can ask you, and you can start putting in the chat box. Most important person, again, it's only dear Prabhavati Behan. Thank you so much for responding at least. It's I. Yes, she's right. So I have to take care of myself. Once I know the tact of, thank you, Rajneesh, as well. So once I know that, yes, I am taking care of myself, and self care is a big topic. We can cover it sometime in detail. Self care is not only about eating good, taking care of your physical health, exercise, going to the gym. Yeah, those are different aspects, no doubt. But when I say I, who am I? We discussed that, right? 10 minutes ago. Who am I? I am the being, I am the soul. And when we say human being, it's a beautiful combination of two words, human and being. So, human is coming from the word humus, which is soil, and being comes from the energy word. So we say being happy, being peaceful, being knowledgeable, right? And that all is associated with the energy that we are. So human being is a combination of the five elements that the body is made up of and the conscient energy, which I already told you that if someone's got a heart attack and I had given my example, I leave the body. So the body is just the five elements, but most important is I. So who am I? I am the soul, and I really have to take care of that. So that is important self-care. And take your time and write down some answers in the chat box that how do you really take care of the I aspect? Any idea? What do you all do? So just write down that as well. Let's see what answers come. So let me go further. I was on the aspect of relationships. So I have to develop this cordial, beautiful relationship with myself. I have forgotten who am I. And once I realize, I come back into this consciousness that I am the being, I'm here, I'm stable, I'm taking care of everything. But most important is I have to take care of myself first. And that is what we call developing a beautiful relationship with the self. And the fourth R in the R dictionary was resources. So what resources do I have? When I say resources, people would say, yeah, I have my possessions, I have my car, I have my property, etc., etc. I think just have to again, yeah.
किसान
So
कनक का सामान आ गया.
yeah, so maybe you can just lock the meeting. Yeah. So
देखो दूध की क्या थी, दूध की क्या छोटी सी.
so Virendra bhai, can I ask you to mute yourself? Okay, I'm doing it for y'all. Okay, right. So where were we? We were all about the resources. So resources are not about what I have in the material world. It is all about my inner resources. And inner resources in Rajyoga, we say that there are 7 innate virtues of the soul. And once we start working on those virtues, life becomes very easy. And then feeling great no matter what becomes a part of my life. So, what are those basic 7 virtues or qualities that the soul needs? It's Gyan, knowledge, Pavitrata, purity, Sukh, happiness, Shanti is peace, Prem is love, Anand is bliss, and Shakti is power. So these are the 7 innate qualities of the soul. And if you want to go in the depth of that, we can go and you can contact your nearest Rajoga meditation center wherever you are from. So when the first day, I also went to the Brahma Kumari Center, and when I was given my introduction that yes, you are a beautiful soul, and the soul is comprised of these 7 innate virtues, innate qualities, it really opened up a big world inside me. All of us have an innate world as well, which we haven't got the time to see. But the more and more we start situating ourselves in the soul conscious state, we start tapping into this innate qualities which we have. Because all of us need knowledge, all of us need peace, all of us need happiness, we need love. And when we say we need, actually, we forget that I am basically already that. I am peace. I am a happy being. I am a loveful being. I just need to tap into that, sit with myself, tap into that. And for that, I need to give myself time. How many of you here are so busy and you all say, हमारे पास time नहीं है? No, that's a very wrong excuse which people give. People say, हमारे डॉक्टर्स को हम बोलते हैं चलो मेडिटेशन सीख लो, तो बोलते हैं अरे हमारे पास मरने का भी टाइम नहीं है. Come on, they go to that level. So you'll never know when you leave your body. So might as well find out time for this. And when I realized that yes, I am this pure conscient being full of these 7 qualities, the 7 innate qualities, I realized that there is some source from which I'm getting these, and that source is the Supreme Being, which I told you in the backdrop here where I'm sitting. You can see this screen behind is a Supreme Being. Like, say, if I am saying I am peaceful, I am happy. So I must connect to the source of happiness. I must connect to the source of peace, and that is the Supreme Being. So we'll do that in meditation in the next 10-15 minutes or so. Let's move further. We move on to great, the word where alphabet we said E now. R ke baad E. E stands for equanimity. And equanimity means trying to have a balance in life. Many people say this word, humko work-life balance sikhao, which means essentially they are trying to say that we are very stressed. All the time we are really taking just care of our work-related things, our professional life, but the personal life is totally taken aback. So balance basically is trying to strike this beautiful balance. In Hindi, we call it here at Brahma Kumaris, Lokik and Alokik. So Lokik is whatever you're seeing through these eyes, is lok. We say this lok, right? We say teen lok hote. I'm not going in those details, but Lokik means whatever you're seeing through these physical eyes is all about the Lokik. And Alokik is opposite of that, something which you can't see through these physical eyes, but which you can feel through the inner eye. As I said, the soul sits here. We also say the third eye, right? There's a beautiful thing coming up, a comment. I'll take that later. Bharati Behan is saying that. I'll take your questions later. So let me just finish this topic first. So alokik is something which I'm not able to see with these eyes. So when you say you're not able to see anything with the eyes, which means that doesn't exist. No, there's a lot which exists. As I told you, there is a big bhandar inside you. You have a lot of resources, knowledge, power, love, happiness, peace. All these are my inner resources, and which I haven't got a time to sit with and tap into, and I've lost the connection with the Supreme Being. So if I'm able to keep this balance, I do work, yes, I have to do work, say 16 hours, 18 hours, whatever, 8 hours, 7 hours you sleep. The body needs relaxation as well. But within all this, where have I found the time for my alaukic self, for myself that is taking care of I, the being? And this important way to take, again, I would request the co-host to just see that, yeah, those people who are hacking, you'll just, the moment there's some abnormal voice coming, I'll just take them off. You'll come to know they are those intruders coming from outside. Okay, so the balance of Lockic and Alokik can only happen when I find out that time for meditation. And meditation is the way for everything, I must say. If I want to sum it up, that how can I feel great no matter what? It is by going inside. And meditation simply means, it comes from the word mediri and medicine rather. And medicine comes from the word mediri. Medi means to heal. So the only person who can heal me is I myself, because I have wounded myself with many things in the world. Now also you can see there are so many disturbances happening, and you're going up and down, right? So who can take care of your thought process and your stability? It is I, the being. I can do that. So I need to really strike this balance. Another word which comes with balance is striking a balance of not being very happy when you are having a good time and not feeling very low when you are not having a good time. So it's a balance. हमारे बड़े बूढ़े कह के गए हैं ना, अरे ज्यादा खुश मत रहो नहीं तो थोड़े समय में दुख आने वाला है. They used to tell us, remember? I remember my grandmother used to say that. So it is like whenever someone comes and praises you, you feel, oh wow, that's a nice thing. But the moment someone comes and criticizes you, what happens? There down goes your state of mind. So it's important to realize that this balance or equanimity, as I told you, of Lockic and Alokik, but important that come what may, whether it's happiness or sadness, whether it's praise or defamation, whether it's winter or summer, extremes of temperature, dash, 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 whatever the situation, I have to retain my balance, retain my equanimity. And this goes on to the next one now. As I said, was great. We have, so let us just revise what we discussed so far for people who have joined late. G stands for gratitude. R is your roles, responsibilities, relationships, and resources. E stands for equanimity. And we now come to A and T. A stands for acceptance. A very big topic. It can be another lecture in itself. But acceptance, do I accept people as they are? Ask yourself. And if you can do that, then you'll really feel great no matter what. I had just purchased a new car, and then there was a dent on it. Or rather than a dent, I must say there was a scratch on it. And it was like as if someone had scratched my body with something. So you can see so many things happen in life, such small things. For someone who's got a brand new car, having a scratch on your car may not be a very small thing on day one. But as things go further, 1 month down the line, 1 year down the line, 10 years down the line, you see there are so many scratches on your car. And then you accept that life is it's a part of this thing. Life is all about that. I'll just try to, I think Praful Bhai has highlighted me. That's okay. Let me just take it in the gallery mode. Yeah. So acceptance. Acceptance is again easier said than done. It's a process which we need to learn. So I'll give you a few tips of that accept, because the moment we start going in the mode of acceptance, we'll start feeling great no matter what. So the first thing, again, it starts with A itself. First, acknowledge. Acknowledge your feeling. Something wrong has happened. Tell yourself, I am acknowledging, which means I know I'm feeling that. Manoj, I'm not liking it. It's okay. Sit with yourself, acknowledge. So that's the first important thing. After that, approval, which means opposite of disapproval is approval. So give an energy of approval. Like uh, when someone comes to you, someone does a mistake, you disapprove of that mistake, right? And you tell him, no, you shouldn't have done that. But that person will not like it when you tell them that you didn't you did wrong something. So first of all, that person has done a mistake, he's in a guilt conscious mode. So approve that yes, he's done a mistake, so give him that energy of approval. So same thing you have to do with yourself, that acknowledge that you're not feeling good, and approve that yes, this thing has happened with me in life. Because in psychiatry, in the field of psychology, human mind, psychology means human mind, whenever something happens, there's a loss of family member at home, or there is some big thing, some catastrophe happened in life, financial crisis, the first mode which we go in is denial. So and that is a normal response of the human mind. It goes in the denial mode. So if so that the mind doesn't go in the denial mode, I need to first acknowledge and approve that yes, this thing is happening with me, and let me just approve of that. And once I approve, my thought process starts changing, and then I can gradually move in this mode of acceptance. And after acceptance, another A comes is appreciation, and then I appreciate. पहले नहीं निकलेगा appreciation. I'll again give you an example of I broke my leg. So fracture. I acknowledge, yes, I'm in pain. I have broken my leg. Second is approve. Yes, okay, I've broken my bone. Now what next? What next to do? Let me just start thinking positive. Then I go in the acceptance mode, and then I appreciate. Appreciation usually comes at the end. What do I appreciate? I have broken my bone. What is to appreciate in that? Fine. I appreciate that only one part of the bone has broken. My other part is fine. I'm able to breathe properly, no head injury, etc., etc. And I appreciate that, yes, these 3-4 weeks in plaster, I was able to read a book. I was able to finish something which the activity was pending for a long time. So something or the other. And then we really say, yes, jo bhi hua fir, acha hua. And then a thought of appreciation really comes in. So this is a process of how we move on to acceptance. Today I've said it in a very hurried mode, in a short mode, because I have to finish the talk. So that's about acceptance. So you'll see that as you start maturing in life, as you start growing old, you know what papers come to you, which means what are your triggers, what are your stimuli, what irritates you, what frustrates you. And then over a period of time, you start accepting them. And let's move from this acceptance to what we call appreciation. And appreciation is important because, as I said, it's closely related to the word gratitude, which I started with. So if I'm able to appreciate everything in my life, my attitude of gratitude really becomes much more stronger. And then I'm able to really, in life, become an inspiration for others as well. And people will learn from me, yes, देखो ये कैसे अपने आप को इतना positive रख पा रहा है. How can he be so appreciative all the time? And that's the way to stimulate and inspire people. And then finally, we come on to T. We are moving towards 10-3. In the next few minutes, I should finish, and then we'll go in the meditation mode. T stands for trust. T stands for truth. And T stands for time. I've already covered time for you in detail. That time is cyclic. Mind well, we are looking at things outside in the world not happening which we approve of. But don't worry, this is a time, this too shall pass away. And a time is coming in the entire time cycle when we move from this age of ignorance and darkness to an age of lightness and a lot of abundance. And trust. God tells us here, the Supreme Being at Brahma Kumaris, that this is a divine drama of life. And when I say this word, I'm sure all of you are reminded of Shakespeare, a very famous author. And he said that all of us are actors and we are playing our parts. And he indeed is right. But our Shakespeare, I must say the Supreme Being, the God, whatever you want to call it, you can call him Allah, Vaheguru, Ishwar, Jehovah, we call him Shiv. So whatever name you want to call him, the name doesn't really have a taboo. Name doesn't matter. The fame matters. नाम से ज़्यादा काम important है. What does that supreme being tell you? He's come here for me, and he's giving me this true knowledge of who am I, and he's asking me to connect to him, the source. And once I connect, I have to really trust, because he's telling us, my dear child, trust in this divine drama of life. That whatever is happening, in Gita it is said, जो हो रहा है अच्छा हो रहा है, जो हुआ बहुत अच्छा हुआ, जो हो रहा है बहुत ही अच्छा हो रहा है, जो आगे होगा अच्छे से अच्छा होगा. Means whatever will happen for good. But if you're not able to digest that, let us just digest the fact that whatever is happening in life happens for a reason. Do you agree that today we have met here, we had those hackers doing all those funny things and wrong things, trying to hack your session, right? But they were giving you a practical example that yes, when we are discussing feeling great no matter what, some disturbances are happening, and those disturbances can disturb you a lot, right? You may feel, oh, why is this happening? They're listening to some beautiful spiritual things. Why these people are coming between? No, you can't ask why. That's what at Brahma Kumaris we are taught. And I think I have made this very firm in my life. I will never ask this question anytime to myself. Why? Why? People ask this question. Why me? No. God tells us, don't say why, say fly. Take your flight, make your mind elevated and stable and take in a flight mode. Go high, not why. Go high above all these, fly and go high, which means anything in life just happens suddenly, and the moment you put a big question mark why, you have these n number of questions coming in your mind, and you can't afford to have questions in your mind now, because you already have a lot of stuff to deal with inside. Do you agree? बहुत सारी चीजें भरी हुई हैं already. So when will I start offloading them? First of all, I haven't started offloading, and I'm just creating more and more. And why doesn't come alone? Why comes with when, how, who, so on. And it's a big question bank. Question bank keeps going on and on. So God teaches you that whatever happens in life, put a full stop. It's a beautiful thing. Full stop is just a dot, very easy. So put a full stop in life, all your questions will stop. You will start feeling very relaxed the moment you put a full stop. And then all your baggage inside, we are carrying a big bag and baggage of a lot of waste thoughts, negative thoughts about people, about situations, about our life. So put a full stop to that. Start enjoying your life and trust that whatever is happening in this drama plan is happening perfect. I may not be able to realize it at that point of time, no doubt. But as time goes further, I'll see there is a reason for everything what's happening in my life. So here I would like to conclude, because we've finished almost, it's 10:08 now. I want to take you in the meditation mode and have a few Q&As as well. So we'll just revise for people who have come late. Great, GREAT, feeling great no matter what. So let's start with the G of being gratitude all the time. Develop this attitude of gratitude no matter whatever is happening. That's an attitude of thankfulness. R is try to understand these 4 R's. What is my role? What's my responsibility? What's my relationship with the self, responsibility of the self? And what are my resources which I have inside? As I said, I have a lot of resources inside those 7 virtues which we spoke about. Equanimity, E, trying to have a balance. I explained to you what is lockic, alokik balance. I've explained to you to be stable, come if there is praise or come there is defamation, whatever is happening. A stands for acceptance. And I took you through the journey of how to accept things, acknowledge them, approve them, accept them, and then appreciate them. And last but not the least is T, trust that whatever is happening in the divine drama of life, it is the truth. It is for my benefit. I may not be able to realize it that time, for that point of time, but it's for my benefit. And trust that the Supreme Being is with me. So with this, I would like to stop, and I can see a few comments in the chat. I'll take them later. I would just want you all now, all of you all, to be in the meditation mode with me. Again, once we start meditating and try to stabilize our mind, such situations can again happen. Just accept as they are coming. It's not in your control. What is only thing in your control is your state of mind. And again, I would not like to use the word control because it's a very difficult word. It gives you a negative energy when I say control. So take care of your mind, come what may. So I'll just share some soft music in the background, and just let me know if I'm cutting off or something. I don't think I should. So let's begin. I would request all of you all to just keep your pens, papers away, and if you're sleeping on the bed, I would request you to just sit straight, because now in the meditation mode, I don't want you all to fall asleep. Because what happens when we sit for meditation, we try to stabilize our mind, and our mind can sometimes become so peace and calm and peaceful that you'll fall asleep more. So sit straight. I hope I'm not cutting off, Prabhavati Ben, right? I'm not cutting off. I'm audible clearly. And the music is fine enough. Okay, thanks. So let's begin. Sit straight and take a few deep breaths in and out. Take a deep breath in and out and relax your body. As you relax your body, your mind also starts relaxing. Take a deep breath in and out and relax your body. And as you do so, you'll see that the speed of the thoughts in your mind started coming down. Relax your mind. Your mind may still be wandering about things here and there, but very gently tell your mind, my dear friend, for the next few minutes, let me fully concentrate here. And you'll be amazed to see that your mind listens to you, because it's your best friend. So now, in this relaxed, focused, concentrated state of mind, create this beautiful thought. I am a peaceful being. And see how you're feeling now. Experience this peace within. Peace and only peace, nothing but peace is my true nature. And the moment you create this beautiful thought of peace, you start feeling very light. very calm. All the bondages seem to have broken, and you are now enjoying this stage of peace within. And as you are experiencing this peacefulness within, let's move on to the second step in meditation. That is connection to the source. So just as I am a peaceful being, so is God, Ishwar, Allah, the Supreme Being. He's the ocean of all the virtues and powers I need. It's the ocean of peace and love. Shanti ke sagar, prem ke sagar. And visualize that energy, the supreme energy, as a point of light on the top of your head. And visualize rays of peace and love emerging from that entity and entering your system, making you feel more and more peaceful. And the depth of your peaceful experience now has reached such a level that come what may, nothing from outside is able to shake your stability, because you're connected to that ocean of stability, the ocean of peace. I am a peaceful being connected to the ocean of peace. And let's take the last final step in meditation. Ask yourself, can I be a peace messenger for someone? The answer is, of course, yes. Looking at your day from tomorrow onwards, whosoever you come in contact with, let me pass on this message of peace, being a peace messenger to each and everyone whom I meet. And I'm passing on this energy of peace, being connected to the ocean of peace. Also, look around the world. Souls are in a lot of pain and suffering. And I'm passing on this energy of peace to all of them. And they too are experiencing a lot of solace and stability. Because that's the ultimate aim of life, to be peaceful and happy. And as I create this beautiful feeling of peacefulness within, I start seeing that I'm feeling great no matter what happens outside. And gradually, you come back into the awareness of this room where you are. And as you open your eyes, don't move around. Just look around and see. Whatever you're seeing around, look at it from a different perspective. I am a so peaceful being, and I'm connected 24/7 to the ocean of peace. So let me radiate peace into my atmosphere always. Om Shanti. Thank you so much for your patient listening and being around chatting as well in the chat box. Sorry, I didn't acknowledge that this music was not there. There's something in the settings. I tried to do that Praful bhai, but I couldn't figure it out, so I just forget it. Let me just, it was being played in my system, but I don't know for what reason you all were not able to hear. I can see it's being shared from my side, but I don't know. That's
We
technology.
could hear it later. We could hear it.
You,
Yeah.
it was low volume actually. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'll take a few things from the chat box, or maybe Sister Prabhavati, you want to go ahead? Whatever, you just tell me. I'm at your disposal.
Yes. There's only one question, Bhaiji. He said, like, Bharti Bhutani asked, there is so much pending work to do. That's why we said time nahi hai, bas.
Yeah, that's a
So हमने
comment which
explained, we already discussed, yeah.
it's not a question actually, it's a comment. Yeah,
There's
we
a
have
comment, yeah.
to do a
Otherwise,
lot.
there is no
Yeah.
question. We can ask audience if anyone has, they can raise hand and ask directly.
Yeah, let me complete the sentence. I was just wanting to counter comment on that. Bharti Behen, yes, we have to do a lot of work in lives, my dear. All of us have to do a lot of work, but as I say, this Rajyoga meditation is a journey which has to happen together with your work. We can't separate our work life from our personal life. We have to do that. And that's the beauty of Rajyoga actually, because I have started this journey since 18 years almost now. And it's a beautiful journey I enjoy, because people say, oh, as a busy doctor, how do you find time for taking these sessions? You're very busy. I tell them, excuse me, who said I'm busy? I'm very easy. And this is the way to train your mind. You have to speak to your mind in a very nice and gentle way. If you tell yourself, I am busy, people have their WhatsApp statuses mentioning not only busy, always busy. Now, if you write that on your WhatsApp status or etc., wherever what energy are you conveying to the person? And most forget the other person. You are conveying the energy to yourself that you are extremely busy. Touch me not. Don't approach me. I'm not available. So I would really go in opposite mode. I create this thought for myself. I'm very easy. And you see, try doing that. It's not about any rocket science. It has to be practiced more and more. Tell yourself n number of times in the day, I am easy, I am easy. And you see your thought process changes your entire functioning in the body, because every thought really triggers a lot of chemicals in your body. And once you say I'm easy hormones, there are easy hormones. We can sort of discuss that sometime later. Easy hormones start flowing in your circulation and you really start feeling good. And I think I'll just take this. Praveen Vanjare I'll just see what it's a comment or a question. Question yourself for what you are working. Is it for luxuries or basic needs? Yes, absolutely. We should question, because it is said that there is too much for everyone's need, but too little for a single man's greed, right? So yes, we need to question ourselves that all of us have दाल रोटी खाने के लिए तो है ना, इतना भी नहीं है, सब कुछ है. We know we have all sorts of luxuries in our lives. So we need to just ask ourselves, as you rightly said, Praveen bhai, and this answer itself will give you where to focus and you'll get time. Yeah, thank you, fantastic. You have given the answer in that comment itself, so good. And Prabhavati Behan is saying the hackers really disturbed us a lot, but they should come like that. Obviously, I'm not trying to invoke them, but yes, we came to know that we should feel great no matter whatever the disturbances. So it was a practical thing for us. Okay. And I think Amravati, Saroj, I think you're related, both of you are Sarojas, right? So when we say accepting people as they are, but it is relatively easy to accept outsiders as they are. Fantastic, Amravati. Behen or Bhai, I don't know. It's a Behen, right?
Yes, sister.
Yes. Sister. But it feels impossible to do same for loved ones as we have expectations for them, right? Here you go. You have opened a big Pandora's box now. It can be a big talk from expectations to acceptance. So I have to really sit down here with myself. I am a soul, which I have already introduced here. My family member is also a soul, but he or she is playing a nice part with me. I have a beautiful karmic account with that soul, and I have to explain myself that. I can do it for outsiders because I have detached myself from them. And when I say detachment, remember, my dear friends, detachment doesn't mean detached from people. Detachment is detaching myself from their habits, from their sanskars, from their behavior. So say if my near loved one at home is not doing the way I want him or her to do, can I accept him the way he or she is? I'm not able to accept because मैं बोलता हूँ ये ऐसे कैसे कर सकता है, मेरा बेटा है, ये वो है, डैश है, नहीं, वो आपका बेटा बेटी नहीं है. He is a soul playing the role of a son or daughter in this. So if I can detach myself from that consciousness and also detach myself from their behaviors, from their actions, from their habits, I can really be in bliss all the time here, and then I can accept them easily. So it's just one thought away, I must say. But again, having said that, it's a practice. I have to develop. I have to start practicing day in and day out. Then only it becomes a part of my being, and it will happen eventually. We all speak from our experience. It's not about hawa mein baat ho rahi hai. Okay, SS Patil is asking request to guide us how to control anger or upset when we come across. Oh, I actually covered this. Again, upset means you're not situated on your consciousness seat and therefore you're up and about. It has affected your set pattern. So I would again say, sit with yourself. The moment you have created a thought of anger, first of all, don't feel guilt, because we create this guilt. Arey mujhse ho gaya. Sit with yourself after that thing has happened. Analyze the situation. That what was the trigger? What triggered my anger? Start working on that trigger. And if it's a routine trigger of your daily life, you have to work on it. And if it's something which has come out of the blue suddenly, you still have to work on it and tell yourself, analyze the situation. Let me not be triggered by people. I have to take care of myself, because the most important person who is getting the wrong hormones of anger is me. I am getting disturbed. My BP is going high and high. So let me not do this with myself, because I love myself. I have to take care of myself. So it will happen. Say, for example, if you were getting upset 10 times a day, now it will come down to 9 times a day. So you're really moving. Your journey has started. At least it's -1 now. You will not become suddenly 0. Don't expect that. But it is a journey which I am on. And now I know that at least it's in my hand. I know I'm feeling I should not have done that, but get rid of the guilt, create this beautiful positive thought and replace it. So people say, people remind themselves, oh, I'm angry all the time. No, don't remind yourself of that negative thing. Remind yourself something opposite of anger. What is opposite of anger? I am a peaceful being. And work on that, keep practicing that more and more, and then gradually you'll see your triggers, your stimuli for stimulating anger, and you start going down, because you're now in the consciousness of opposite, peaceful consciousness rather than the upset consciousness. So it's a journey. It will take some time, but we're all on that journey together. And practice more and more meditation. I would say for people who are beginners here, please try to learn Rajyoga. Contact your nearest Brahmakumari center. We have 4 subjects. I'll just introduce to you. First is knowledge. So listen to the knowledge, go to the center. We call it Murli. As much as you can, try to get the knowledge, wisdom within you. Second, practice meditation. We call it yoga. Why meditation is important? Because theory is no good unless and until you really practice sitting with yourself, connecting to the Supreme as we did. You felt very nice for 10 minutes, right? You have to keep doing that often, more and more. Third subject we say is inculcation. What is inculcation? Whatever, for example, today you have learned here, try to inculcate a few points. Let it not just be in the textbook. Try to use it somewhere or the other in your life as much as you can. And the last subject we say is service, which means try to give this knowledge to someone else and inspire them that as the way you felt inspired in your life. So try to tell them. So try to do these, and I think you're on the journey. We're all on the same journey. We'll all go together in that golden age, beautiful golden age. Right. Okay. I think time is up. Exactly 10:30.
Thank you, Bhaiji. I think we will wind up here. There is no question anymore. Thank you, the audience. And I'm requesting Praful Bhaiji to extend a heartful vote of thanks to our esteemed speaker.
Yeah, sure. I hope my voice is audible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so thanks, Dr. Manoj, for sparing your valuable time with all of us. It was indeed so much pleasure having you. And of course, I know you personally since quite many years. And apart from your medical practice, you have been also practicing values and associated with different projects related to values like Vihasa and all. So your talk actually gave those insights, the practical applications on how to impart values in our life. Also the meditation aspect which you went us through into the 3 steps. I believe that was very innovative, and we could all resonate ourselves with those values in that meditation. Also the answers you gave for the comments, questions raised by some of us was indeed, I believe, practical, and I think we should be able to apply that. So thanks, Manoj bhai, for joining us. Apart from you, all the guests who have joined with us today, maybe on Zoom, I see a few on Zoom, many on YouTube might have joined live and would also be listening to this session afterwards. So big thanks to you all as well, because I believe Sunday morning is very busy or easy. I don't know what should I care to call, but most of us are resting, and in spite of it being a personal day, I think you carved out that day for your own journey, your own upliftment. So humble thanks to all the participants who have joined. And also I would like to thank Prabhavati Ben, Saroj Ben, and all the members of Global Learning Club. Global Learning Club is arranging such talks each month for the benefit of humanity. Not only chartered accountants and fellow professionals, but any one of your family members can take benefit from this. So thanks to all the viewers. And I would also like to thank God, the ultimate authority, who has united all of us today, so that we could gain such insightful experiences from Dr. Manoj. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Praful Bhaiji. Thank you, Manoj Bhaiji.